We are going to learn about internet. You may have seen this chapter in your syllabus in your computer book, internet. The chapter name is internet, or you just want to know what is internet. So today I'm telling you what is actually internet. You have suppose you have a computer. So this is your computer. Okay. So in this computer, when you just turn a computer on, you have access on the files that you have only on this computer, the in the hard disk, the files you have in the hard disk, you have access to only these files when you turn on a computer. But when your motherboard is connected with a LAN connection or wireless or any wireless device, like you have access to the internet, that means you not only have access to this hard drive, but you have access to the thousands, even lakhs, even crores of hard drives. Lots of hard drives wherever you want, whatever you want to open, whatever you want to access. You have access to thousands of hard drives from different places, everywhere, wherever you want. From your home you can go to any places, you can visit any places, you can see anything. So this is the power of internet. Like using just a computer, you have access to the hard drives, to the hard disks of the world. In the world you have access. So in short, I can say you have access to the world. If you have internet, you have access to the world. Okay, so this is the power of internet. Now I am going to explain you better. Okay, so here when you are going to learn about internet, then you need to know about HTTP. The full form of HTTP is Hypertext Transfer Protocol. And also one language you need to know, HTML, Hypertext Markup Language. This is one language. Based on the language, you can actually feel the internet. You can actually feel with HTML, because this is the structure. This language creates the structures like bricks. You need to make a house, you need bricks. So HTML language is the structure. Okay, so whatever you whatever you want to see on internet, whatever, you need to open a browser. Do you know, have you heard about the name of a browser?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So like Opera Mini, you have seen it in mobile phone,
Yes.
smartphone. Opera Mini, Google Chrome, Firefox, and there are so many like Internet Explorer. So there are so many browsers. You can install any of them in your on your computer. Without a browser, you basically you will not have access to the internet. Okay, so you need any browsers you need, and you have to open the browser. Suppose I have opened, I have double clicked and opened Google Chrome. Okay, and your computer have access to the internet. So when the browser you opens, you open a browser, then you'll find one address bar. It can be at the top, and you will have one search button here like that, and you have to write here an address. So you have connection, this machine have internet connection, and here you have to type an address. That's why the name of the bar is address bar. So I have turned on Google Chrome, and this is Google Chrome, the browser I have opened, and this portion is the address bar where we can write address. Like I can write google.com. This is one address. I can write about, I can write blog.com. This is an address. Like you have telephone numbers with of your friends,
Yes.
like that. You can dial any number and you can reach them like that. These are the address. Okay, so like you have your address, your permanent address, your where is your house, where is your
Yes.
school. You can tell people, you can tell your friends like my house is at here, my school is there,
Yes.
like that. If you want to send any letter, any physical letter, so you have to type the address, the accurate address,
Yes.
so that the postman can take the letter and send it to that accurate address, accurate people,
Yes.
like that. So this is not a name, this is but a address, and every address represents some numbers. I will not talk about the numbers because it will confuse you. So just remember, the names are only not only the names but the address of address of a, a hard drive, or you can call it server. And the address names you are typing here, that is the address of the server where your address has been linked with the space. Like you have taken the rent, like you are paying the rent, like you have house here, so you pay the taxes.
Yes.
Yes, that's like that. You if you have one digital address, suppose your website, so you have to pay rent, like every month you have to pay rent. So though you can buy your own server, but that is different thing, totally different thing. You don't need to buy your server to host to run your own website. You can rent space. Okay, so suppose the rent is $5 or $10, depends what is the quality of the space, like what will be the speed, how much will be the uh, space, like 30 GB, 100 GB, like what will be the bandwidth, like how many visitors it can take, like how many load it can take, like at a single time how many visitors can are visiting in your website. So what will be the server speed, the loading time, everything, the database. So depends how much you are paying. Okay, so you pay more and you are getting more facilities, that's it. So when you type here one address, so actually you are connecting, you are calling the to the server where the address, where the website name, the address is located. All the files of the website is located in the address. Okay, so basically we are the normal users never think about this HTML thing or CSS or JavaScript or PHP or MySQL. The normal users don't think about the complexity of internet. They truly don't think about this. Normal users, what they do, they like to open Amazon.com, they like to open Facebook.com, they like to open YouTube. So they don't like the complex part, the normal users, the consumers. But if you need to know internet properly, you must know it, how you can really interact with the structure of it. Like someday you will have your own website and you need to know how to create a website. You need to actually we suppose we can think, normal people normally think about the business offline, like opening a business, running a retail shop, like you are selling something like that, you are giving something offline from your place. But you can do the same thing online, and you will need website. And to do that, if you don't know any if you don't have any knowledge in the coding skill, then you need to hire the specialist for that. But so I'm telling you, to be the master of some language, so you have to start with htm sorry html thing, hypertext markup language. So what is html and how can you use it, and why it is very important nowadays? HTML is a language that will help you to create the basic structures of a website. Okay, suppose I'm writing some codes, and you'll see how the codes are converted into a beautiful thing. Okay, so here I'm writing, hi, I am Ranjan. Okay, and now I'm going to save it. I'm saving it in desktop, giving it a name index.html. HTML is the extension of the file. If you want to write any code, you must save it with like if you want to write HTML codes, then you have to save it with HTML extension. Okay, so we are going to open the file, and we'll see what is happening. So here is the file that we
Yes.
created. So now you can see it is a browser, and here it is written, hi, I am Ranjan Barman. I can change also the name in the this name, index.html name. I can also change like that. I'm showing you. I'm going to write here my name, and you'll see. Now look here. Okay, now it is written index.html. I'm
Yes.
going to refresh it. See, the name changed.
Yes.
Ranjan. So when you see a beautiful website, like any beautiful website you see,
Yes.
that is nothing but the coding behind it. Like you are writing some language, like
Yes.
you are creating. I can show you more designs, then you will believe it. See, I'm going to create one table. I'm writing here the name. Tell me some of your friends' name.
Sundevananda.
Small name.
Deep.
DIP or DWP.
DWP.
And
Vishal.
this HAL.
Yes.
Now see the change what will happen. You can see I'm using making some more changes. Now see the change. I'm doing some more changes. Now see.
Yes.
See.
So I'm going to.
Okay. Now tell me, is it interesting?
Yes, sir. Very interesting.
And when you so you open a website.
Yes.
Yes. So and when you open a website, there are so many things you see.
Yes.
That is nothing but these codings you see behind that pages.
Yes.
So can you believe how interesting is this?
Yes, sir.
You will have the control,
Yes.
like what other people will see. You can create, like you have the magical power. You can do anything. So suppose I'm okay. I need to open some picture. Any picture. So this is a picture, okay,
Yes.
and I need to know the name of the picture. I have to change it, okay, because this is a big name. 123, okay, and I also need to know the extension. What is it? JPG file? This is JPG file, okay, and I'm going to show you what will happen. Okay, so I need to know. Okay, it will happen automatically. 123 dot jpg. I don't know whether the align thing will work here. Let me see. Otherwise, I will use align. I will make it center from the outside. So align will not work. To change it. Is it interesting?
Yes, sir.
So not only pictures you can take here, but also the videos or anything else, whatever. So I'm going to open my Word file and I will print some text here, and you'll see the difference. Let me see whether I have. Okay, relationship. I wrote something here. I remember. Now I'm going to add here text. But it will be a little problem because it will not be organized. I will make it organized. Okay, first you see what changes it happened. So you can see the changes happened, and the words are very small here. You
Yes.
can see, and I'm doing some changes now. I have increased the size. Now see what changes happen. You can also increase it the size more. Okay, so now you know that what happened. So you can see this is a headline. Okay, so this headline should be there should be a break, and this headline should be bigger than the normal size. So I have increased the size of the headline, and then it starts in the next paragraph. Okay, and the next paragraph. So now I'm not teaching you all the things, how I'm doing it and why I'm doing it, but you have to know that that I just want to I just want to give you I just want to tell you that it is very interesting thing that, and you should have learn it is the language. I'm not giving you the ideas, the information like how to do it, but I just grow the interest inside you. And there is a break. We are now see what happens. So, and I'm doing some more changes here. You will see now. After H2, I need to use H3 or H4. H3 is better. And this is H3. Okay, now see. I can also increase the size a little more. If you want to see it little bigger text. Now see the change here. Little change happened. Okay. Now there are more ways that I can organize the text. It will look beautiful. Center, center, and all the text will be centered. This is not good looking. This is bad. So only that thing is centered. Okay, but the headline is centered. Okay, but not the text is okay. Okay. Now see the change. Sorry, I made this center after H3. Okay. So if you want your total page, uh, if you I can also minimize the width of the text here like this. I should not use table, but I'm using table because I'm teaching them some basic uh, things. There are some I should not we should not use table here like that, but I'm using it to give you some good look. But when you I will teach you really HTML, then it will be more beautiful when I will teach you the complex things. Okay, now you will see the changes. So you have seen this kind of thing in a web page, right?
Yes.
And now you are seeing it for real. I'm
Yes.
creating it in front of you. And if you want, then thousands, lakhs, even crores of people will see this creativity. Like whatever you will create, how will create, other people will see it. So this is the power of HTML. And if you want to give it a more good look, beautiful look, wonderful look, and wonderful experience to the users, then you need to learn CSS with HTML, because CSS will give it a color, like beautiful attractiveness. HTML is like black and white thing, and CSS is like color, like you have seen black and white television. So
Yes.
HTML CSS is colorful television like that. And when you will learn JavaScript and other codings, other new programming languages are coming out. So when you will learn this kind of those languages, and your web page will be dynamic, not static. This is the static web, static web page. and then when we will learn more complex languages, then you will we can you can give the dynamic look, like the page will automatically interact with the users. Suppose when you open the page and the video automatically started playing, or the picture is started changing one by one, and something magical, something beautiful is happening with when you have opened the page. Like you can do that with complex language like JavaScript. And also if you want to give input from the user, you want to save it, like when you use Facebook, you need to create account. Every time
Yes.
you can log into the account, those login thing and the saving database, collecting the data of the user, is all about learning the programming language of PHP and MySQL. With the PHP and MySQL you can do that, though there are some different languages like ASP.NET and other things are there. And in place of MySQL you will find Oracle and some other database languages, but those are free, fast. So PHP and MySQL I recommend. So thank you for watching this video, and I just wanted to create the interest inside you. That's why I just show you what is internet.